All right, good morning. Good morning, Thursday morning, May 23rd. Today's workout is brought to you by I'm Still Fat. So we are still working on getting rid of the fats. So today's workout consisted of, I did 40 minutes of my walking and skipping routine between 5 and 6 this morning. Got home, had the sweatsuit on, nice and sweaty, had a cup of coffee with a couple tablespoons of sugar, and sat down and cruised the internet for a little bit, looking at some of my favorite motivational sugar fasting type videos. Waited for the wife to get up. She got up, she got in the shower, I got her set, and then I came out here and I just blasted out my X3 pull workout. Now the first one, I just did 5 easy warm-up reps with the black band. And then the second one was the black band with full deadlifts, and I took that to failure. Now I can tell, I know obviously I'm not as strong as I was 2 years ago when I was doing the X3 every day. I was mashing out that yellow band on the deadlifts. I was getting pretty heavy on those bands, and I was feeling strong and jacked. And then I wanted to improve my cardio, and I went over to doing burpees and kind of got lost over in that. So now I'm kind of coming back to strength with the X3. I like the X3 obviously because I'm able to take the muscles to total failure, and I'm not injuring or hampering the joints or the ligaments. And when you're getting older, such as I, those are the more important things, is keeping your ligaments and your joints as strong as your muscles. I don't need any weakness. I don't need to go to the gym and try and bench press something that's too much for me and come down and blow out a shoulder. Try and curl something that's too heavy, blow out a bicep, try and squat something that's too heavy and blow out my knees and all that stuff. I'm not doing that. So the bands are where I'm doing if I'm doing heavy, or the sandbag. If I'm gonna do some long endurance stuff, I'm gonna take that barbell, that 45-pound Olympic barbell, and I'm gonna do my dirty 100s if I want some of that. So that's today's workout. Like I said a deadlift, I did the bent rows, and like I said, with those, just really squeezing the top, pause at the top, really squeezing and coming back down, slow, coming back, squeezing, holding to the top. I really like that better than the bar because you're getting to the top and that's where the most resistance is, and I'm just squeezing and holding that and getting a big stretch in that flex position. Third thing was the curls. I did the curls with the standard bar, just trying to do serious drag curl and dragging those right up my chest until I couldn't do them anymore. Then finish off with split squats, and those always suck, but I need to get back to doing those. I was doing the black band, and I was getting upwards over 20 reps with that black band on each leg when I was doing it seriously. So I need to get back to doing that. And then finish off with some negatives. I really want to start working on my pull-ups, and in order to do that, I need to work on negatives to get to the overall strength. I have the strength down at the bottom to get halfway up. My problem is the halfway to here, so I need to get that zone and start working on this part of that pull-up, and I think then I can start nailing them. So that's what I'll probably start focusing on when I'm doing these. So I'm gonna put up here somewhere the scale did not move again. Yesterday I had juice. I had peaches in a smoothie. I took my canned peaches, put it in a smoothie, put some apple juice in it, blended it up and drank that. I had one of my berry smoothies. For dinner I had my veggie stir fry with, just like I said, a handful of big vegetables, onions, celery, a couple soy sauce, a little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of the pepper sauce, mix it up, and a whole bunch of the cauliflower rice as a substance, a filler in there, and I ate that up. And then later on for a snack, I had a one of those strawberry sorbets for dessert before going to bed. Stepped on the scale this morning, and you can see that it didn't move. It might have went up. I might be retaining water. So I'm gonna have to dial it up even more next week. I have a plan going into next Monday. Obviously the weekend is here. The wife likes to go do things. We're working the store. So I will still stay within my sugar fast, breakfast, lunch, and then for dinner, who knows? She might want to go out for dinner. And so I will stay within my breakfast or my food diameter. Low fat, no fat, low protein, high carbs and stay within that, and trying to stay away from the meat if possible. So we'll do that this weekend, and we'll come back on Monday and we'll dial the sugar fast in even better. Give me a second, I'll be back. The wife is calling, so I need to go answer. All right, we're back. Where was I? Just had to go in and help out. It was a hairspray emergency. If you're a guy and you've never really used hairspray in your life, and then all of a sudden you have to start helping somebody hairspray their hair because they don't have the physical ability to hold the can up anymore and spray her hair, and then now you have to do it. It is a trial every morning. I don't get enough in the right spot. I spray too much. I don't spray enough. I didn't get it right where she wanted it. It's just every day, it's the same thing. I wish I could record it and put it on here for everybody to see how crazy it is. It changes every day. You do it how she wanted it yesterday, and it's still not good enough today. But you know what? Still go in there, still get it done, still get her up and going, and so we can go out and live her best life, even though she has a major disability. So let's get back to the plan. I'm happy so far with the fact that the bloating that I felt by eating the high fat and high protein every day is going away. I'm not getting up and sitting on the toilet in the morning for quite a while to hopefully get rid of everything from dinner last night. Bathroom breaks in the morning are very short now. The stomach is not super full if I'm having the veggies at night, not super full, so I'm not having an issue with that. The juices, obviously, not a lot of stuff in the dietary, in the tract. We're just doing juices. So that's obviously cutting back on the inflammation from all the protein and all the fats. Fantastic. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do next week, and I'm gonna work on that next week and see if I see any change in my weight loss. So I have a plan dialed in for Monday through Friday of next week, and we'll see if we see anything on the scale moving down. If we do, we'll kind of stay with that. If not, the next week we'll dial it in even a little bit more. So like I said, this weekend is here. We're gonna go out and, like I said, we're working the store because my daughter is camping. So that means we are working Saturday and Sunday, but that doesn't mean that after work she doesn't want to go out and do something. And that usually means going out for dinner. So I will still stay within the parameters that I have set for myself, which is minimal fat, low protein if I can go with no protein, and high carb for dinner. But it is the weekend. I do want to enjoy my life. I am not 30 years old where I can do, you know, a long fast and not enjoy. I want to enjoy myself. I am almost 60, so I do want to enjoy myself, my life, but I still want to keep myself into shape. So this is a long haul diet thing, a lifestyle plan that I've changed here. So we're going to stay with that. I'm not looking to drastically go to Skeleton City within a month. It took a long time to put this on, and it's going to take a while to get it off, but I'm going to work slowly down, staying within the sugar diet and the sugar fasting protocols. The sugar diet is nothing but low fat, low protein, high carb type of diet. And then the sugar fasting is where you're just doing nothing but sugar all day, sugar water, which is that's the plan for next week. We're doing sugar water next week, and we'll see if that actually kicks me in instead of staying away from the juices and stuff. If I can just do sugar water all week, and if I can see some type of results, then we know that that's what I need to dial it down to. That being said, enjoy the rest of the workout. Like I said, it's my X3 workout. I'm kind of enjoying getting back to that, feeling pumped, feeling good. We will do some burpees probably within the next day or two, and then we'll get back to some X3 workout next week. So I will see you next time. Get it done, go live your life. All right, last one. We just finished the X3 pull portion of the day with legs added in. I like adding legs in on that day because you're doing deadlifts to start with, so you're doing the hamstrings and the glutes when you're doing that, so you might as well finish off with the front of the legs. Last thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to do some negative pull-ups. I really want to start working on my pull-ups. They are terrible. I haven't done them in 40 years really, since I was in the Marine Corps. I have not done pull-ups seriously, so I want to start doing those again. So we're gonna do, I don't know, handful of negatives here just to stretch the muscles and wake the body up. Now we're gonna do chin-ups. Oh, whew. That's it for today's X3 pull workout with some negative pull-ups at the end. Get it done, go live your life, and I'll see you next time.